Done. So everyone can watch the screen, right? Is it visible? Okay. So people, do you know how to create applications?
Yes.
Simple. Users
Yes.
profile.
Yes.
So have you gone with your CRM activity?
Yeah.
CRM activity.
Campaigns, right?
Yeah, you created campaigns,
Yeah.
campaign members.
Yes.
So that means you are aware of what exactly the lead is. Huh? Sure.
Yes.
What do you mean by lead conversion? Most askable question.
Information that you have great contact.
Hmm. Okay. Good. Anyway, it will come again into the sessions. Okay. See, let's check with the process today again. Who's your client here? Okay. Clear? This is clear for everyone, right? Okay. Let's say, for example, here this is an end user. Who's this guy? End user. End user. Who are the end users right now? Let's say you consider it as a sales rep. You already have a you already have a user, you already have a sales rep user, right? You already have a sales rep user, and every day you are logging into it, right? Now, what this sales rep will do is a very important thing for us. Okay. Anyway, we already created an application. I'm not talking about the application today. Okay, we already created a SMB Sales App. Okay, we are not talking about that one. Now we are concentrating on what kind of a work he will do by using my application is the today's question. You understood? That means I'm going to explain you about the flow today. Okay. So what the sales rep will do after logging into the Salesforce and accessing your application, logging into the Salesforce, what the sales rep is going to do is a question for me. Okay. So let's see today. See, we know that we have some pre-sales businesses there. So let's say, for example, I'm not writing any campaign member, but I'm writing it as a lead. Clear? Lead means a person who showed interest on my products. So I can consider him as a lead because he showed interest on my business. So clear? Now, so after successful discussion, we can convert this lead to a customer. Convert this lead to a customer. Clear? Any doubts? So who captured these leads? Sales reps. Where he captured? There different processes are there. So it might be customer make a call to me, or he send an email to me, or he directly reached me. Whatever the thing, I am going to store that information in the lead object inside a Salesforce framework by using of your application. Got clarity? Anyone? If you have doubts, you can ask me. No questions? Yeah. So after registering the details in the lead, after successful discussion, we can convert that into a customer. Customer is nothing but for you, it is nothing but an account. What is that? Account. But I can technically say it as a customer. I can technically say it as a prospects also. But whatever it may be, the bottom line answer is nothing but a account. Clear? Account. Now, we can consider it as a pre-sales business kind of a stuff. Okay, I'm not touching this one. This is another module. Gathering of information, converting of lead to a customer is one of the module. Okay. After getting a customer, what this sales rep will do, okay. This customer has given a requirement to me. This customer has given a requirement to me. Requirement is like he said, I want 10 electric bulbs and I want 10 fans. Okay. He given such kind of an order to me. Where can I register that order? You got the thing, what I'm trying to say? Okay. You all are the customers here. I am the sales rep. Okay. You given your requirement to me. Being a sales rep, where can I store that information inside my Salesforce is the biggest question to me. Okay. So there is an object called SRF. SRF is nothing but a service request form. So we are going to plan store that information in one of the object called as SRF, service request form. You know lead, you know account. Do you know about this SRF, service request form? Who given this SRF? Did Salesforce given for you? No, right? Did Salesforce given for you? No, right? Okay. So this is the tab, sorry, this is the object where we are going to be created. Do you know the purpose of this one? The purpose of this one is we are going to
Store the details.
customer's requirement. That's it. I have this kind of a requirement. I need 10 bulbs and 10 fans. Okay. I want those information in the Salesforce. Where can I store? I can store that into the SRF, service request form. Okay. You got clarity? If customer given a requirement for you, where you are going to store it is the question. SRF. SRF means service request form. This is the object which is not given by your Salesforce. This is the object which I am going to be created. You can call it as custom object. These are I got something.
Standard object. Standard
Exactly.
object.
Standard objects. Very simple. Salesforce given standard. If I am creating custom, that's it. Done. Okay. Now you got clarity why you have a service request form. I'm not touching the Salesforce again. Okay. I'm just showing the business because might be you understand or not, I'm not aware. Okay. If you go to the interview perspective point, they will never ask you the question, how do you create a custom object? They will ask you the question, have you used custom objects? Can you tell me, can you name any one of the custom object? Then you have to say that, boss, I used SRF, service request form. We use this object to capture the requirement which is coming from the customer. Okay. Based on this requirement, we are going to generate an orders. Clear? So this is a service request form where we have a direct relation with the customer. Okay. Because when you open this object, I'm gathering the requirement on behalf of this customer, right? So we want to maintain a relation with these two. I'll tell you what kind of a relation and what exactly the relation is, what is the importance of relation, what is the beauty of relationship. We'll see all these things later, not now. Clear this one? Okay. So based on this request, okay, we will do some survey. What is it? Survey on this customer. Survey means whether I can deliver to this customer or not, whether the goods is available in my warehouse or not. Okay. So we are going to be gather that information by doing this survey. Yeah. Whether I can deliver this product to the respect to zip code, postal code, area, whatever stuff. Okay. That's one thing. And the second thing in this survey is that whether initially, first of all, the required goods is available in my warehouse also, I want to be check it, right? So that's why we are going to create another object called as survey. You got clarity? You got clarity why you are going to create this one? Business is very important. Creation of object is again the matter of 1 minute. But the purpose why you are creating an object is very important for your job sector. Yeah. What is this? Why do you require a survey? We are surveying about the products. We are surveying about whether we can deliver to the customer or not, the respective area, something whatever it may be. Clear? Any doubts? Again, see, there is an option called like an opportunity. What is this? Opportunity. So we are going to store all the order information inside an opportunity. Orders information. What kind of a products we are going to be selling? what is the pricing of the product, what is the revenue, expected revenue, what is the current stage of that order management, everything will be registered in this opportunity. We have a separate concept called as opportunity management. We are going to be cover that one completely in the opportunity management. Okay, so this is nothing but an opportunity where you're going to track your orders, where you're going to create your orders inside a Salesforce. Clear? Inside a Salesforce. I have a story for you. Let's see. These are the two systems in our project. One is salesforce.com and another one is legacy system called as SAP. Why I'm saying legacy system means this is a master system. Here you have a data, original data, master data. What you can call? Master data. Whatever stuff you think. Okay. Our project, we have two systems. One is SAP and another one is Salesforce. Okay. If an order created inside a Salesforce, we can store it into an opportunity. Clear? If an order is created inside a Salesforce, we are going to store that information inside an opportunity object, which is given by the Salesforce. That is nothing but a standard object. Order. What is that? Order. Okay. And later on, we are going to sync this order to an SAP system. Okay. What are the order information which is created inside a Salesforce? We are going to make a sync with an SAP system, right? So that's why we are making an outbound call and we are sending those details to an SAP system. Still, some of the users are using SAP system. Got it? Still, some of the people are using SAP system. You have to imagine it like this. The people who are using SAP system, they created an order that will come and store inside your Salesforce. Got it? That come and store inside your Salesforce. Where it will store? There is an object called as transaction. What is that? Very simple. You created an order inside a Salesforce, respective to the customer. That order information will be stored inside an object called as an opportunity, right? And you will send that opportunity to a legacy system. One task is done. What is the second task means? Now, situation is reverse. If an order created inside a Salesforce and that order is coming to, sorry, if an order created inside a SAP system that is coming to the Salesforce, when that is coming to the Salesforce as an inbound call, which call? Yeah, inbound call. Okay, where you can store that information, not in opportunity, where you can store transaction. People will ask you, do you remember any custom object you created? Which you can say, yes, I remember there is a transaction. Transaction is a custom object which I created. Can you tell me the business purpose of that? Why do you create that transaction object? Then you can say, boss, if an order is created inside an SAP, that comes an inbound call to a Salesforce and store inside a Salesforce in the respective object called as transaction. Clear? Right?
Srikanth,
Yes.
Srikanth,
Yes. Yes.
so here transaction has to create by us, right? It is
Yes.
a
Yes.
custom object.
It's a custom object. Yeah. Yeah. It's a custom.
Shrikant, small doubt.
Yes. Yes.
And actually, we discussed about this SAP legacy system now. So who is actually going to create order in this SAP legacy system in the real time business perspective?
Front-end related employees only. The people who are using legacy system.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
still because as we discussed earlier, still our Salesforce system is not yet stabilized. We are not yet created. Okay, still people are using a SAP system. Okay,
Okay.
so
Good.
until my Salesforce system is stabilized, I want to maintain a perfect sync between the two systems. Okay, so that's the reason I'm sending the opportunities there and I'm capturing the transactions inside a Salesforce. Got it? Yeah, to maintain a perfect sync between the two systems. Once the Salesforce has been stabilized, we can eliminate this as okay. Until we have to maintain a perfect sync between these two systems, not in the metadata level, with the data level also you have to maintain a perfect sync. Okay, so we are going to create. I will give you the objective structure diagram. I'm just drawing like this, but I have an image. Okay, I will post you that image. No worries. What is this? Transaction. Okay, there is another object called as line items. Line items. These line items will have the quantity of products and the pricing and sales price and everything. Okay. So we can categorize this in two things. There is opportunity product is there, transaction line item is there. So when I'm dealing with a transaction, I'll go with the transaction line item. When I'm dealing with an opportunity, I'll go with the opportunity product. Opportunity product comes under as a standard object. Transaction line item comes under as a custom object. We'll discuss that one later, not now. Okay. So being a sales rep, you log into the Salesforce. If you create a lead and you will convert a customer, for this customer, you will capture a requirement and you will do survey on it. Okay, and you will create an order and you will sync that order to an SAP system. Clear? Any doubts? వస్తాయి లేక అన్ని ట్యాబ్లు వస్తాయి.
Srikanth,
Yeah.
what is your line item?
What is the? Yeah,
Line item.
I'll tell you. For example, this is an order. What is this? This is an order. What this order will contain means total revenue, like $100. For example, total revenue is $100. Okay. So if you observe this, there is an items. Let's say to match this $100, I have 10 items. Each 10 item is $10. I'll get it. Item 1, item 2, item, sorry, item 3, so on, item 10. Every item revenue, every item amount is what here? $10. So like this, how much? Completely $100. So the summarized information will be populated under the opportunity, right? Each and every item, right? Okay. This is a category. Okay. So these items comes under as a line items. Let us say, for example, you open your Amazon. Okay. You captured some products like you added shampoo in a cart. You added mobile in a cart. Okay. So how many items you added? Two items. What is it? Shampoo and mobile. Okay. And you will give a quantity, right? I'll give like 5 quantity as a shampoos and 2 quantities as a mobiles. Are you getting? Where all these things been added to a cart. For every quantity, there will be a unit price, isn't it or not? Let's say shampoo is 100 rupees and you ordered 5 shampoos. 1 unit into number of quantity. How much here? 500. Got it? There is a unit price. Clear? So where you can store that information? In line item. Got it? Are you getting the point? Where you can store that information? In a line item. So if you go and observe here your opportunities, if I open any one of the opportunity, Here, this is a products, right? Add products. This is an order. Let's consider. Still, you might not aware. You might will get confused. Okay, but no worries. Okay. So this is an order. So let's click on this add products. There are different types of products are there. I choose it two products. One is shampoo, another one is mobile. Select your product. So it is asking quantity. So I will give quantity as a 5, I here as a 2. And everyone has their sales price. You can change the sales price, okay, based on your market prices, whatever it may be. You just click on save. See, the two products has been added with the quantity 5 into sales price, okay, and you will get the actual prices here. You can expect this much of amount. Okay, if you successfully completed these two orders, you can expect this kind of an amount. Already here some of the amount is there. Okay, but anyway, it's a closed orders. So this is what line item is. So when I open this product, you can see this is an order, this is a product, okay, and this is a list price, this is a sales price, and this is a quantity, and this is the actual price of this orders. Okay, so this kind of a complete information will be available. You have to imagine this one with your Amazon, okay, when you're dealing with the unit price and quantities. Okay, again I'll come and explain clearly in depth, because still we are not matured that kind of a stuff. Okay, still we didn't understand what kind of an order management we are dealing. Okay, so it will took time for you. Okay, at that time clearly you can understand what exactly the list price is, what exactly the sales price is, how you give the quantities, how the mechanism is calculating here. Okay, how you are associating this product to an opportunity with the help of price book items. Okay, we'll discuss everything that one, because there is a separate concept called as an order management. Got it? In that we are going to be cover about opportunity line items, the objects behind to it. But today you have to be concentrate only one thing, how the sales rep is using my application. If you don't know about opportunity, I'm very happy. If you don't know about opportunity line item, I'm very happy. But please remember what the sales rep is doing. Okay. Sales rep will log into the Salesforce. He will capture the leads. He will convert the leads to a customer. When the customer has been generated, he will generate a business on top of this customer by utilizing these objects. Clear? This is what the thing you have to remember today. Okay. No, still there are a couple of objects will come into the picture. Let's say this is an order, right? Okay, so this order will be synced up with an SAP system, and SAP system will bounce back with an information. So that is called as a like sales order. What is that? Sales order. Sales order is nothing but an active order for us. Here you will have invoice. Do you know about invoice? Yes. Here you will have an invoice. This is always related to your opportunity, and it is always related to your account. Okay. And this opportunity will have some line items, right? Everything will be captured. Sales order. From where this sales order will create? I will never create this sales order. Who will create? Your SAP system will create. When you submit an order to an SAP, again an information will come from, because SAP system will generate invoice. రెండు సిస్టంలో ఇన్వాయిస్ ఒకటే ఉండాలి, డిఫరెంట్ ఉండకూడదు. డిఫరెంట్ అంటే ఏమవుతుంది? ట్రాకింగ్ మిస్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో యు నో ఇన్వాయిస్. Yeah, very good, Amaya. So I just drawed you the high level diagram here. Okay, some people might understand, some might not be understand, but there is a objective structure diagram is there for our project. What is it? Objective structure diagram. Some people says that architecture diagram, project architecture diagram. Okay, I will give you that project architecture diagram by tonight. Okay, so in that you can understand what kind of a relationship is there between the objects. Okay, so what are the custom objects we are dealing? What are the standard objects we are dealing? Everything you will get a clarity by tonight. Okay, so meanwhile, you have to understand, yes, my sales rep is logging into the Salesforce. He will do pre-sales business and he will do order kind of a management. What he will do? Pre-sales business and order management. Pre-sales business means capturing of leads, converting to a customer. Once the customer has been generated, he will generate a business on top of that customer. That's called as an order management. So here, couple of objects has been involved. Service request form. We use service request form to capture the information, to capture the requirement which comes from the customer. Based on this, based on this requirement only, next procedure will be available. If this request is not there, you will never create, right? You will never create. You will do survey and you will create an orders. Or if a transaction comes from SAP, you will capture inside a Salesforce and you'll convert that into a line items. Okay, and you'll submit these things. You can convert that into a sales order. Sales order is nothing but an actual order. You can find the complete amount and everything onto the sales orders. Okay, and still there are some other options are there, like case management will be there. Okay, if any problem is there in these orders, we have to maintain with the cases. Maintain with the cases. So lots of things will be there here.
So feedback.
Hmm?
Feedback.
What feedback?
After the delivery.
నీ ఇష్టం, నీ బిజినెస్ నుండి పెట్టేసేయ్. Okay, right here cases will come into the picture. Based on the customers problem availability, we are going to capture inside the cases. Anyway, let's try to let's open my drive. So we need transaction line item, service request form, survey, client team member interaction. Again, I will introduce you. Okay, there is another object also called as strategy. What is that? Strategy. We'll see all these things later. Okay, and sales orders. Okay, what is that? Sales order. So all these things, I will write complete description about each and every object. What is the purpose of this object in your project? I'm going to be write a description here and I will submit by tonight. Okay. So meanwhile you observe. So let's see what are these. Let me create an object inside a Salesforce. Later on, I will create a business for you. Okay, I'll capture user requirement here later. See, you just click on setup. Okay, just click on setup. When you click on setup, scroll down. Yes, scroll down. Here you have a build option, and there is an option called create. Okay, why should I go for a create? Which object you are creating is the question.
We need custom objects, right? That's why we create.
Yes, which custom object you need? I'm going to create a SRF object. What is that? SRF object. Okay. So when I'm creating, I'm just understanding myself. SRF can we deal with a standard object or a custom object? Salesforce is didn't given that object, so I have to create my own for my business. So come here. I'll click on the create. So yesterday you worked on campaigns, you worked on leads, campaign members, accounts, contacts, opportunities, cases. Huh? Where those objects are available? Account only. Where those will be available? See, again, the bottom line answer. చిన్నప్పుడు అంటారు బండ గుర్తా కొండ గుర్తా See, all standard objects will be available in customize. All standard objects will be available in customize. All objects which you are created will be available in create. Create objects. See, when I open this customize, see here I can see campaigns, leads, accounts. Why they given here means if I want to extend the account functionality, you come here and extend the account functionality. This is given by the Salesforce object. All standard objects will be available in all custom objects will be available in create under object section. Now, very simple interview question. I want to create an object. I'm not using the standard object. I want to create a custom object. Can I go to the customize? Then where should I go? Create. And which one should I click? Objects. That's it. Very simple. Okay. What exactly the custom object means? I will remove all this stuff. Okay. See, I'll tell you what exactly the object is. See, we have a structure like this here. You know this dabba? Exactly. Nice. Okay. So in this dabba, you will have a table. What is that? Table. Clear? We already have seen such kind of things in a college level itself. This is a database and this is a table. What table will contain rows and columns? Let us say, for example, this is employee ID. This is name. This is phone number. This is email or something else. So I can say this table is nothing but a employee table. For example, right? Let's say employee ID is 511. Something. So like this data will be available. What is this table? Table is nothing but an object. What is that? Table is nothing but an object. Right? Any doubts still here? Table is nothing but an object. Technically. So when you're working on account object, there's a backend account table will be there. So when you're working on a case object, backend there will be a case table is there. For these columns, you can store n number of data, isn't it or not? So what we can call these things?
Records.
Exactly. Rows, I can technically say that records. Then what we can call this one?
Objects.
No. Columns. So technically we can say those are
Fields.
What is this? Cell values. So we can call it as a data. Clear? So now today you are going to create this one, boss. You already created rows. You already created records. Today what you are going to do? Creating object. You got clarity what you are going to be doing? ఇది ఆల్రెడీ క్రియేట్ చేశారమ్మా ఈరోజు ఏం చేయబోతున్నారు ఇది ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేశారు Then why do you require a custom object? Already Salesforce has given. Okay. So I need my own platform. I need my own objects to extend the Salesforce functionality. So custom objects will always stores data. What it will do? Stores data. Custom objects are nothing but a tables inside a database. Clear? Custom objects are database tables that allows you to store a data specific to your organization inside a Salesforce. You can use custom objects to extend the Salesforce functionality or build a new application functionality. This is what we are doing. That's what I said. Where is that? Remove that diagram. Excellent. Service request form, which is not given by Salesforce. I want to extend my Salesforce functionality with my own business values. So that's why I'm going to create an object called as service request form. How you can create?
New customer.
There is an option called, don't go for this one so far. Click on this new custom object. Service request form. See, this is API name. Labels will be a common, sorry, labels will be a duplicate, but API names will not be a duplicate. What is this? This is the field name. What is it? Field name. See, what is this? Field name. What is this? Field name. What is this? Huh? Every field name will have a type of data or not. What type of data it is holding? Four.
Numbers. Phone number.
What type of data it is holding? An email form. What type of data it will hold? Might be characters or numbers or whatever it may be. Here, characters or numbers, whatever it may be. So let's say, for example, here there is another column called as date of birth. What kind of data it is holding? Date. Okay. There is a date and time. There is a checkbox. Are you getting the point? There is a checkbox. True or false. Right? Right? What is this? All these are types of data. In a real time, there are multiple types of data. Your date of birth, it will be a number format. Sorry, it will be a date format. Your revenue, it will be a currency format. Your phone number, phone number only. Email format will be there. Name, characters. Clear? What I'm trying to say? Right? Gender, it always goes with if you put two values like male or female, based on your gender, you can choose one option, right? That means a drop down kind of an options will be there. Are you getting the point? There will be a time, date and time, text. So the different types of data are there in the world. Then comes under as data type. What is that? Data type. What type of a data you are storing? Again, there is a specific. Again, there is a special session for you only on data types. Only on data types. We'll discuss at that time.
But relationships is
Okay. So what is this? Data type. Here it shows two data types only. Okay. I am choosing as auto number so far. You will get clarity what exactly the auto number is when I'm discussing about the next session. Okay. SRF. I'm just giving like this according to my business. SRF. What is this SRF? Service request form. Shortcut. So auto number is nothing but an auto generated. It's a sequence kind of a number. See this number. It's a sequence number. Like if you see your invoices, it always comes under the sequence numbers. Yes. So there are optional features are there. You are going to allow the data what is available in this table on the reports, on the activities. If you want to capture tracking of your field informations, you can select this one. If you want to allow this data into the charter groups, you can allow this one. Okay. As of now, I've just given these options for you. Okay. And every day we are going to look into this. It will come. Okay. Wait for it that time being. Object classifications, record level securities, bulk API access, streaming level, streaming API. You know streaming API? Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Do you know push notifications? What is this? Pop-ups, notifications, right? Whenever there is a change in this object level, I want to notify you. You are going to work with a streaming API. To work on that streaming APIs, you are going to select these options. If you are unselect this one, it won't work like that. So as for time being today, if you want to give select these options, give it. Okay. If you give this, if you selected this option, then it's your responsibility to find what exactly this allow reports. నీకు టైం లేదు నేను రీసెర్చ్ చేయను అంటే అన్సెలెక్ట్ చేయి. నువ్వు సెలెక్ట్ చేసావా రీసెర్చ్ చేయి. లేదు నేను చేయను రీసెర్చ్ చేయను అంటే అన్సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకో. Are you getting the point what I'm trying to say? So you have to research and close the requirement. What is this deployment status? This is very, very, very important. Okay, it may decide your job factor. Only checkbox is there. No, what is this? Radio button. If I choose in development, if you choose this one, what happens is you created an object. No user will use it because still it is under construction. If I choose this one, deployed, so every user which is available in the R, based on his profile level security, he can access these objects. It is ready to work. Deployed means ready to work. In development means still it is in progress, under construction. Okay. So how the interview question will be? Boss, I created an object, but no sales reps are using that object. So your first answer is might be that profile that user do not have an access. That's the reason he cannot view the object. Boss, I give an object access for him, but still unable to access that object. Might be that object is in development. You have to make that as a development. Then only he can view it. Clear? Such status. Allow such status. Allow such means the records what are available in this object, okay, will be searched in the global search bar. This is very important. Object creation options available only when custom object is first created. That means when you are trying to create an object for the first time, these two options will be available. After creation of object, when you click on edit button, these two options won't show for you. Okay. So what is this options means? It is trying to add a related list called notes and attachment. For a record, you can attach some notes or attachments. Okay. We'll come this one in detail later, not right now, because still we don't get any clarity. But if you want something information means I will show you on the account record. If I open account object, any one of the record in the account, if I scroll down, what is this? నీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కూడా ఇలా కావాలా వద్దా? కావాలంటే దీన్ని నొక్కు, వద్దంటే డిసెలెక్ట్ చేయి. అదే అక్కడ ఆప్షన్. It is not a scientific question or anything else. If you choose this option, boss, I will allow you such kind of a related list for your notes and attachment. If I go very technical in depth, you cannot understand. So I'm going with a general language. Okay, you understood? You want this block, then come here and choose this option. After creation of object, when you are trying to edit and giving these options, it won't show you. That's what it says. Only available when object is first created. This is very, very important. What is this? Everyone has to read this option. Launch new custom tab wizard after saving this custom object. That means the object what you created inside a database will never be exposed to the outside. Then how your end user can access it? Because this table is created inside a database. This table is created inside a database. Okay. End user cannot view this database. Then he cannot view this object. So he need a tab. What is that? He need a tab. With the help of this tab, he can access this object. That means you created an object will always stays at the backend. If you want to bring that to the foreground for an end user perspective of point, you have to choose this option. Got it? By choosing this option, you will get a tabs like this. That's very simple. What is this?
Accounts tab.
Accounts tab. Why you are clicking on the accounts tab? To access the account table or not. Are you getting the point? So people will ask you, why do I require a tab? To access the object. When I access the object, I can create the data, I can delete the data, I can edit the data. Clear? Which is available inside a database. So now, as per my end user perspective of point, end user has to create the data or not. If you want to create the data, do we need tab or not? Exactly, we need a tab. There is a special class for you tabs, no worries. Okay. I just click on this launch. So object has been created. Now it is choosing for a tab for you. So there is a tab style. Tab style means this is a tab style. This blue color. If you go to the contacts or if you go to the opportunity, yellow color will come. And this is contacts. Right? Like this. This is the tab style. This yellow color is a tab style. So like this, if you want to go for a tab style, you come and choose anything. Okay. Forget about this splash screens and everything. Those are not required for you as of now. Splash screen telsa meeku? Android people, no on Android people. Tell splash screen. Huh? Okay. Games adara? Video games. PUBG, F1 race. Game launch చేయగానే తిరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది చూడండి. లోడ్ అవుతుంది. ఏంటది? That's a splash screen. Okay. Right? So the splash screen will show you that product information and backend, the content will be loaded in the backend. Okay, until you have to wait it. The splash screen will be like up to like 30 seconds like that, not more than that. Okay. Anyway, coming back, custom object tab. So we are created a tab. Why it's showing profile here? Yes, exactly. If I give access to a system administrator can access this one. If I give access to the sales admin can access already by default on. Okay, whatever the tab you are going to be create, it will be default on. Okay, you want to make only specific profiles to be default on means then you have to come here and you can off it, you can on it, you can do many things. But anyway, I'll go with a system given. So now my end user can also access my this tab. Now what it is saying? What is this? Application. As I said earlier, if you remember, this object is available in the tabs. That tab is available in the applications. If you access the application, if you access the tab, you can access the object, right? Then you can create the data. Now it is asking, do I need to include this object to every application? No. Now which application? Retail app, not service, sales, this one. Clear? Click on save. First time we have created an object, we have created a tab, and we assign that object and tab to a profile. Clear? See, service request form. What is the API name of this one? Service request form _C is the API request. Okay. So tomorrow we are going to in depth. We will postmortem these custom objects and fields. Later on, I'll introduce you more objects in a business perspective of point. At that same time, I'm going to capture the requirements for you. Okay. So now I just created an object, but there is no requirement for you. I will construct a requirement for you tomorrow. Okay. So I just introduce you today how to create an object and the purpose. If you're creating any sample object, make it a purpose of it, why you create that object. You got it? So I give the good names here. Don't give object 1, test object, object 2, sample objects, student objects. So don't give those names. Give a good name. Okay, give a meaningful name. Okay, so that's it for today. I'll post this video. Go through this video one more time. Okay, then start.
Srikanth,
Yeah. Yeah, then your voice is low.
Is it audible now?
Yeah.
2 days back or 3 days back, I don't know. I have created a profile and a user.
Yeah.
And I gave permissions to the user.
Yeah.
But for the I have created a profile for the sales admin, right? You have to create as per the requirement which I have given on the acceptance criteria.
Yeah.
నేను అదే ప్రొఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత యూజర్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం కదా, మనం ఫస్ట్ ప్రొఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం, తర్వాత యూజర్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం కదా. యూజర్ క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేశానంటే ఆ ప్రొఫైల్ ని, అంటే మనకి సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ సర్టిఫికేషన్, మనకి సిస్టమ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్, స్టాండర్డ్ యూజర్ అండ్ మనం క్రియేట్ చేసిన సేల్స్ అడ్మిన్ కి ఉంటాయి కదా. నేను అదే యూజర్ నేమ్ నేను నా ఓన్ నేమ్ తో పెట్టుకున్నాను అనమాట, సాయి అడ్మిన్ అని. సేల్స్ అడ్మిన్ లా కాకుండా డిఫరెంట్ నేమ్ తో పెట్టుకున్నాను. అది నేను కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యి నేను సేల్స్ అడ్మిన్ అదే నా ప్రొఫైల్ కాకుండా అదే సేల్స్ అడ్మిన్ కాకుండా నేను స్టాండర్డ్ యూజర్ పెట్టేసాను అనమాట. బట్ నేను ఫస్ట్ అదే స్టార్టింగ్ నేను ఎంతసేపు చేసినా నాకు అవ్వలేదు అనమాట. మీ వీడియో చేస్తుంటే అవ్వట్లేదు. తర్వాత చెక్ చేసుకున్నాను, రీచెక్ చేసుకుని ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ తర్వాత రీచెక్ చేసుకుంటే నేను అక్కడ ప్రొఫైల్ దగ్గర సిస్టమ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ పెట్టాను అనమాట. ఇప్పుడు నేను అంటే నా డౌట్ ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు మనం ప్రొఫైల్ నుంచి యూజర్ ని డిలీట్ చేసుకోవచ్చా? మనం
ప్రొఫైల్ యూజర్ ని డిలీట్ చేయలేము.
యూజర్ డిలీట్ చేయలేమా?
You cannot delete user. Okay, you can delete profile, but you cannot delete user. Okay, so but you can inactive. నీకు ఆ యూజర్ వద్దు అనుకుంటే ఇన్యాక్టివేట్ చేసేయచ్చు. ఇన్యాక్టివేట్ చేస్తే ఫ్రీ అయిపోతుంది ఆ లైసెన్స్.
ఓకే. అంటే ఇప్పుడు అదే అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం కావాలనుకుంటే డిలీట్ చేయాలనుకుంటే ప్రొఫైల్ డిలీట్ చేయాలి, రైట్? ఒకవేళ యూజర్ ఇన్యాక్టివ్ చేసుకున్నా మనకి అంటే కొత్త యూజర్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలనుకుంటుంటే ఇప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ యువర్ దాని లైసెన్స్ హస్ బీన్ కంప్లీటెడ్ అని చెప్పి వస్తుంది
నా స్క్రీన్ చూస్తున్నా
మనకి. చూస్తున్నాను.
So if I open a system overview, see all 100% licenses have been used, right?
అవునండి.
Now this is the end user which I created.
Yes.
Right?
అదే ఆ ఎండ్ యూజర్ దగ్గర నేను సాయి అడ్మిన్ అని ఇచ్చాను అనమాట. దానికి నేను యాక్సెస్ అవ్వకుండా సిస్టమ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ ఇచ్చేసాను. సారీ, స్టాండర్డ్ యూజర్ కి ఇచ్చాను. దాని కూడా సర్టిఫికేషన్ అదే ఉంటుంది కదా. అది అప్పుడు ఆ యూజర్ డిజేబుల్ చేయాలంటే ఎలాగా, అదే యూజర్ డిలీట్ చేయాలంటే ఎలాగా?
You can click on edit and you can change the
చేంజ్ చేశాను. బట్ ఆ యూజర్ అదేమంటారు దాన్ని, ఆ యూజర్ కే వస్తుంది అన్నమాట, మళ్ళీ స్టాండర్డ్ యూజర్ కే వెళ్తుంది అది.
one thing like make inactive.
ఇన్యాక్టివ్ ఎలా?
ఇక్కడ యాక్టివ్ అనే చెక్ బాక్స్ ఉంది కదా, దాన్ని డిసెలెక్ట్ చేయాలి.
ఓకే. ఆ ప్రొఫైల్ నుంచి మనం చేయాలి.
ఫ్రీ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే.
అప్పుడేంటి, యూజర్ ఇంకో కొత్త యూజర్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకొని ఆ ప్రొఫైల్ కి ఇచ్చి వాడికి యాక్టివేట్ చేసి.
ఓకే. అంటే అంటే మెయిన్ ఏమంటే, అంటే ఏదైనా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు, కానీ నాది స్టాండర్డ్ యూజర్ పెట్టినప్పుడేమో అది మనం అకౌంట్ సెటప్ ఉంటుంది కదా, సెటప్ ని డిసేబుల్ చేయడానికి అవ్వట్లేదు అనమాట.
అవ్వకపోతే కొత్తది చేసి ఇన్యాక్టివ్ చేసి అంతే.
ఓకే. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ దట్, శ్రీకాంత్.
Okay guys, see you tomorrow 10. Bye. Meanwhile, make some progress. So చాలా మంది వర్క్ చేయడానికి చేస్తున్నారు, ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్స్ ఉండాలి. జాగ్రత్త. See you tomorrow.